time, only 8 teams can now win the Super Bowl. They'll play next weekend.
And in the NFC, both the wild cards are through. The most recent one, that was the Seahawks taking care of the Eagles in Philadelphia, 17-9. Their quarterback, Russell Wilson, big day. We'll hear what he has to say right now.
Yeah, it was an awesome play by him. I think first of all, we had scouted what we had been done, what we had done before, and in that situation, very similar situation to last time, and we threw the little quick ball, and what we wanted to do is we knew that they were going to try to stop us and go cover zero, and sure enough, we went over the top. DK made an unbelievable play. I just wanted to make sure he got his hands on it. You know, that could have been another touchdown for him, but just wanted to make sure we caught it in that situation, let the clock run. So it was an awesome play by him, great awareness by the fellows, great call by Shadi, and sealed the game for us.
Russ, it seems like ever since he arrived in April, you guys have been, giving him words of encouragement, preparing for him, heaping praise on him, almost to get ready for this moment. To see him respond like that, what does that mean to you? Having formed that relationship with him?
Well, DK and I have a special bond. We spent a lot of time together in the offseason, the summertime. A lot of the other guys too as well. The receiver, group is just tremendous. How much time they spend together, and it's really fun playing with those guys. They make it easy on me. And DK was special tonight. I mean, he's been special all year. He's one of the best rookies that's come out, and he's got a nice little chip on his shoulder too. And I'm glad he's on our team, that's for sure, and he's on our team for a long time. I think the great thing about him, though, more than anything else, is he's always been professional since day one. And nothing happens by accident. And I think his preparation, how he's come in and prepared it week in and week out, even since the offseason, all the extra work, all the early mornings, throwing at 5:20 in the morning, in the summertime, that's what greatness looks like, and he's done it. He's continued to put it on film. I think the thing about him tonight too is there's a couple more out there too that we could have had too. So he's just been doing a great job, and more importantly, more than anything else, as the season's gone on, some people hit the rookie wall. There's no such thing for him. He's just stayed the course. He's continued. He's getting stronger. He's like American Pharaoh out there. He gets stronger as the race goes on, and he keeps doing a great job of that.
Can you talk about when you understood that Carson Wentz was hurt and how it...
Can you say that again?
Can you talk about when you knew Carson Wentz was hurt and how it changed the complexion of the game in terms of one of the two best at the position playing during the wild card game?
Well, it was tough to see Carson go down. He's been such a tremendous football player for them, and he had a great year. I don't really know what the status was fully, but I thought, to be honest with you, I thought Josh came in and did a great job too. I kind of made a joke with him after. I said, "How young are you?" Because he was moving around, making throws. I mean, he came in just it shows you how important that position is, and he did a great job of that. We were able to sustain. We were able to do our thing on offense when we needed to capitalize and finish the game. We did really good on some third downs to keep drives going too as well. And then ultimately our defense was locked it down when they needed to. They had some, I think, 2 fourth down stops that were just massive plays and just huge momentum swings that we got the ball back. So great job by the defense in that.
Pete said that he thought you might have talked to Metcalf about making sure he went up as opposed to out on that last pass. Did you say much to him about?
I didn't say anything to him in the huddle, but in terms of my throw, I wanted to make sure that he got his hands on it, because it's always good when he catches the football and gets his hands on it. So, especially with all the wins and stuff like that today, you just wanted to make sure he caught it. And if it wasn't that situation, I'd probably just let it throw it out there like I did earlier on the post that he caught for a touchdown. But just wanted to make sure we sealed the game and won the game. So that could have been another touchdown for him. He did a great job. You saw his vertical leap just go up and snag the football. I mean, as good as it gets.
It was a tough game. You knew it was going to be tough coming in to run against this team, the Eagles. Did you consciously go out there today thinking, if I get a space, if I get an opening, I'm going to take it?
They did a really good job against the run against us, and we were trying to battle. They got a really good defensive line. They made some key stops when we needed to. We handed the ball off to Marshawn down there, and he got a touchdown. That was huge. But we felt like with the play action and stuff like that, and me moving around a little bit every once in a while would be a good thing too. We knew that they're a very aggressive defense. They've always been. They're coached extremely well. Got great players, and so you just had to find ways to make plays. In terms of me moving in certain situations, I'm always looking to throw it. But if it's not there, it's time to get something positive, and we were able to get some positive runs in that situation.
That 38-yard pass to Moore to set up the first touchdown. Do you feel like it opened up the floodgates, not only offensively, but eventually what you could do downfield with DK?
Yeah, that was huge by David Moore. I mean, that third down, we kind of slid to the left. He cut across the field. He just stayed on his course, kept running, kind of threw it to him, and just got it to him. He made a great catch. He's hard to tackle, too. He made a great catch and then scampered up the sideline. I thought he was about to score. And then, sure enough, we ended up scoring the touchdown. So that was a huge momentum swing. That was the 2-minute drive, too, right? So that was, I mean, just right before the half was critical.
Is that an example of coming back to the ball and how important that is? It got him separation.
Yeah, I mean, I think, anytime the ball's in there, you want to be aggressive to the football. And I think, our receivers do an unbelievable job of that. David Moore showed that, for example. DK on the deep ball. Tyler's done it all year. So, they do a tremendous job of that.
DK was really emotional when he got drafted. Just he was frustrated. Sliding so far, had aspirations to be a first-round pick, all that. It's kind of cool now. Fast forwarding from now, how it all worked out for both sides, and I'm sure he would tell you he'd rather wouldn't want it any other way.
Well, I think DK and I are really enjoying playing together. There's a lot more ahead of us. I kind of told him in the locker room, great game. Keep balling. But we haven't done anything yet. That's just the reality. So we're just getting started. The goal was bigger than just this one game. Let's see if we can, strike magic again next week. That's the reality. So this game happens so fast, week to week. You got to come back and be prepared. He's been awesome for us. He has the right attitude. I told you guys kind of last week, a couple of weeks ago. I give these scouting reports. They're probably 10 to 15 pages sometimes, depending on the week, and everybody studies him, but he knows everything from the protections to who the DBs are, to the linebackers, to what they did last time 4 years ago, to this, to that. I quiz him, every time, every week, and he hammers them off. He knows them really well. His mind is what's helping him accelerate. Obviously, his physical nature and his ability to catch the football and do all those things, but the separations and the mental part of it, and him just believing that and knowing all the things that he needs to know. So we're just getting started with that, and it's fun. And he's got a great leader in Tyler too, who does a lot of that same work too as well.
Russell Wilson now is up to 95 wins through his first 8 seasons. That's a number that includes both the regular season and postseason. It means there are a lot of fans and teams that wished he had stuck with baseball. Second most among any player in NFL history, trailing only the greatest living American, Tom Brady, at an even Hundy. Successful Super Bowl run. Let's see, that would be 96. 97 would be the championship. 98 for a Super Bowl win.
Rams and now ESPN's NFL officiating expert. I thought, John, when the offensive guy stuck his hand out in kind of a stiff arm move, that was offensive pass interference. Is it or not from that last play?
Yeah. Well, especially when it does create separation and makes that defender's shoulders and head snap back a little bit towards the end zone, I would agree with you. I did. I thought it was pass interference. I think there is a little bit of hand fighting early, but then there is a clear extension, a clear separation. There is a shove, which creates that shoulder moving back towards the field of play, which gives the receiver an advantage. OPI in my book.
So going forward, John, and I don't know if maybe, the review board, the league is afraid to reverse calls. They want to, obviously by the statement, they wanted it to stand. How does the pass interference rule going forward kind of happen, especially in a review situation?
Well, it's going to be a big topic, obviously, moving forward, specifically for the following year. Does it stay? Does it go? Do we shelve it? Do we try something different? Do we create a better system, a different culture in relationship to this? I'm sure everything is on the table as we move forward, because let's be straight up. We've struggled with this for 17 weeks, and now 1 week into the playoffs, we've got to play in New Orleans, of course, that potentially helps to determine the winner of a football game.
Yeah, it was kind of important. The Vikings move on, and they'll play at San Francisco. That's the Saturday game, one game in the afternoon. John Perry, great job all year long for ESPN.
All right, thank you, Johnny. Who better to discuss potential pass interference calls than two defensive backs? Here we are, Ryan Clark, Louis Riddick. Okay, for the second straight season, it happens to involve the Saints, but are they an aggrieved party here?
No, not this time. Obviously, last year against the Rams with Mikel Roby-Coleman, that was a different situation. If you see here, P.J. Williams isn't trying to play the ball. He's going to play through the hands of Kyle Rudolph, and so there's some hand fighting there.
gain a significant advantage. I mean, you see it. You see what PJ's body is. And I understand exactly what Ryan is saying as far as when you're out of phase and you don't have the receiver under control, you're going to play his eyes and hands. He's trying